I'm going to introduce him to my wife.
Perfect.
I think that's a great idea. What was the movie about that you were doing?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
You were doing a movie?
I have to talk about that, too, don't I?
Well, if you don't want to, you don't have to.
No,
but...
it's okay. I'll talk about it.
Okay, go ahead.
It's based on a novel by Barbara Taylor Bradford, and it's basically the story of a woman who was taken away as a child. This is an actual scandal that happened in the 60s, 70s, and 80s in England and Ireland. They took children away from poor and sick single mothers and adopted them out to colonize Australia and the States.
Really?
So this is about a woman who goes back to figure out her past and ends up falling in love. And of course, she's, you know, a multi-millionaire and wears really great clothes and meets the man of her dreams.
And somebody told me you did some nudity in this movie.
Well, television, it's not nudity. I mean, we will see half pints, quarter pints in silhouette. But I would
half pints, quarter pints.
it's
half pint is a reference to your character.
Yeah,
you know, because I grew up in Canada and they called you half pint on Little House on the Prairie, right?
Well, yeah,
but we grew up in Canada, so it was dubbed. You were a liter. You were a half liter.
Half liter.
Was that tough, doing nudity and love scenes?
It's weird, you know, because the last time I was on, it was right before we left, and Bruce was on with me, and we were talking about it.
And I asked you how you dealt with each other about doing love scenes.
Right, and this was my first really, like, intense love scene.
Naked?
Half naked. I had, you know, we had our little undies on. Yeah. Rolled down, but undies on.
You roll down your undies?
You have to, because so you can get the small
That's
of the
why.
back.
That's what I always say.
I got to do that no matter what. Got to have the small of the back.
You can't keep your undies up.
No, God, heaven forbid.
Right.
So God, the scene was, I mean, all these actors who talk about it being really technical, it is. And Jeremy Sheffield, who's my leading man, who's wonderful, and thank God, a lovely gentleman.
Right.
We're doing the scene, and the camera's moving around the bed, and the director of photography are directing us. So we're trying to do this very romantic thing and looking deeply in each other's eyes, and they're going, okay, Melissa, now put your head back more now, bringing your head down really, really slow. Jeremy, put your finger in her mouth. Melissa, don't suck, you can't suck on CBS, don't suck the finger, but lick the finger. Okay, now Jeremy, move your hand down her back. Now move down, grab, no, I want to see the skin. And to try
Did that bother you?
Well, it was weird because
See, I'm thinking, I wish I had that at home. I never know what to do.
I'll send you the tape.
That's wonderful. You can hang out?
Oh, yeah, you can.
Okay, you know what I want to do? Can we show a clip from the movie before we go to commercial? Can we do that?
We're going to do that now?
I want to show a clip from the movie, and then we'll go to commercial, and then when we come back, we'll show a clip. Does this clip have to be set up?
So it's a really quick setup.
But let me tell you, because then after I'll talk, and then after we come back from commercial, I found something about you that we're going to reveal, a little secret, it's a little secret that even your family doesn't know about on this show after the commercial. So we're going to do that.
Sure.
But let's see this clip of the movie and then go to commercial.
Really quickly, this woman, because of her abandonment issues, has trouble committing to relationships. She has a relationship with this guy. Then she finds her mother, and she can't deal with the fact that her mother's alive. She thought she was dead. And she and this man, Jeremy Sheffield, my leading man, have a fight and break up. And this is the breakup.
Okay, watch this clip, and then you're going to come back after commercial and learn something you won't believe about half pint.
What are you afraid of?
Oh, don't.
You know, maybe you're afraid that you might wake up one day and actually start living. But then you'd have to forgive the people who'd hurt you. Just like I had to forgive my wife for dying on me, but you couldn't do that, could you?
You think that just because you've suffered, you have the right to interfere in other people's lives?
Oh, is that what I'm doing? Interfere?
You make your arrogant assumptions about the nature of other people's pain like you're some sort of expert on the human heart, when the truth is, you don't know.
I do know. I know because I'm afraid of the same thing. And right now, I'm terrified that you're going to break my heart. And that really scares me.
Okay, we're going to be back with a big hidden secret of Melissa Gilbert's right after
this. Museum, the cake lady herself, Frances Kuiper. And now, here's Howie.
Okay, I'm back with Melissa Gilbert. Now, Melissa, this is, you know, I know you, and if you don't know, or, you know, I'm a neighbor of yours, and you have that good, clean image, you know,
yes,
the Little House on the Prairie,
yes, I do.
And you're a great mom, and a great wife.
Thank
and
you.
when I heard this, honestly, I was a
Were you
little shocked. I went, no,
yeah,
no.
I know.
And then, so you have, you want to tell them? Go ahead.
Well, I have to do this. My family doesn't know, so this is kind of like one of those sad talk show confessionals.
Okay, go ahead.
It's like these people reveal these things on these talk shows because somehow it's easier.
It is easier on a talk show.
I have a tattoo. I got a tattoo. Hi, Mom. 30 24 years old. I'm scared to tell my mother.
And what a better way to tell her than on national TV.
You want to see it?
Do I want to see it? Is it in a place I could look at it?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Okay, yes.
It's on my ankle.
Oh,
It's
wow.
just daisies.
It's daisies.
It's actually kind of reminiscent of, you know, the flowers I ran down the hill in the opening of Little House on
Now,
the
you could
Prairie.
have planted flowers. Why did you have to inject them in your ankle?
You know, the baby said, when he first started, he said, oh, Mommy had flowers. It had a boo-boo flowers. He couldn't figure out if it was a boo-boo or a flower.
It's a
boo-boo and a flower.
It is
not
a boo-boo and a flower.
It was a boo-boo, but now it's
Was
just a
Bruce
flower.
okay with that?
At first he said, no way.
Right.
No way. And
And
so
it's good to see you listening.
I listened, and I went right out the next day and I got the tattoo. And when I showed him,
Yeah.
it was better than Viagra, actually.
Oh.
Now I'm, you know,
Now
I'm
you're the
this
naughty
tattooed
girl.
little
Now you're the
nasty
naughty
wife.
girl. He
Yeah.
wants you to roll down those panties any
honey.
chance he gets.
Roll up the cuffs, roll down the panties.
That's great. Well, that's and your mom. So how do you think that your family would react to this now that you've revealed it to everybody?
Oh, I'm going to get some interesting phone calls from this one. I am. I think my mother will probably say, from your sister, I expected this. From you, I didn't.
Really?
Yeah.
But it's okay. You know what? It looks nice, and I think as far as tattoos go, it's tasteful. If my daughter ever does it,
It could have been a lot worse, you know. It could have been like a Satan head, or not that I would, but you
You're
know
right.
those awful ones. That
Yeah,
say,
it could have been
"Eat
a
me."
Satan head, but you got little flowers.
You know,
That's nice. No,
flowers.
but I think it looks great, and
Thank you.
congratulations on that.
Thank
and the
you.
movie, the movie is Her Own Rules, Tuesday, October 13th at 9 p.m. on CBS. And you're going to stay and cook. We have Martin Yan. He's the best
He's
cook.
my idol.
I knew him from
watch
watching him in Canada. So Martin Yan's coming up next, and Melissa and I are going to cook some food, and he has a cookbook out. So stay right there.
You can email the Howie